Hello. I've already been interrupted once, so I have to start again, and I'm still waiting for my med delivery. Oh, there's Smudgy in the background. Yes, I have COVID, and the first time. It's September of 2023, so it's almost 4 years, I think, that I've escaped when we first came down with it, you know? Um, it was a good run. I was kind of hoping I'd be one of those that never came down with the symptoms. But alas, here I am. Thus why I look the way I do today. Uh, I know I look like hell. You go, oh, Judy, you don't look so good. Yeah, I know. You should have combed your hair. I did. Hey, Judy, why are you on TV? Why are you on the video with COVID? Because I can't smell or taste anything and I'm incredibly frustrated. Incredibly frustrated. And then some people said, well, you might not have that back for 3 or 4 months. It took my nephew 3 months to get his smell back. I'm like, that's not gonna fly. I'm the only human in this apartment, okay? I mean, somebody needs to know if something's burning, if there's electrical thing happening, if fire, I mean, I don't even know if food is good or not after it's been in the fridge for a day or so. Is this leftover good? Is it not? Is this milk? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you by smelling, can't tell by taste. So, normally I get my farmer's market from the food pantry. The monthly farmer market, which is mostly like produce, and sometimes if they have extra stuff from the pantry items from the week, they'll throw that in. But they have a whole lot of it that they need to get rid of because it's expiring. But I've really needed a lot of good fruits and vegetables, a lot of good fruit this time, and vegetables. And I always look so forward to farmers market because fruits and vegetables, they just make me happy. They do. And for eating them, not for other purposes, which we won't discuss. But I've never done that, but I've heard of it, okay? TMI, Judy, you don't have to tell us all your stuff. Okay. But anyway, so when I woke up yesterday and there was like no smelling the Vicks, no smelling the varnish, the shellac stuff, the spray varnish, spray paint. Yeah, I was like, because I was trying to varnish these, and I made some for the living room in their colors. So I'm like, ooh, this is a problem. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, half of Monday, I was like just basically in bed, fed the cats, took care of them, and back to bed, sweating, then freezing, then sweating, then shaking. That was fun. But I have sinus issues for decades, so I usually take antihistamines every 4 hours, 24 hours a day. I mean, that's the only way I can. So when I have something like this, it's even worse. And because of the vitamin D deficiency, that's still pretty low. I'm sure that's why I caught it finally. Because this year so far, I've had several illnesses like this. I mean, like colds, viruses, bugs. And I usually don't get those. I got a lot when I was a kid, but so yeah. Plus, I did what they told you to do and kept my rear end in the house during the main part of COVID. Um, thus my D went down. I've never had a problem with that kind of stuff. I mean, you eat green veggie, you're gonna keep your levels of things good. So, between the vitamin D deficiency, which apparently does affect your immune system, lowers it, hinders it. And the fact that I have a history of sinus infections, which is what COVID attacks, is those kind of areas. Um, she's given me, I forget, I didn't quite catch the name of the medication she said on the phone, but it's got to the pharmacy first thing in the morning so they can deliver it to me, so I don't have to worry about that. So my caseworker brought me my farmer's markets. Instead of picking me up and getting it, they were able just to give it to her. And she just brought that back, and like I was saying, it's some beautiful produce, but I can't even eat it. I mean, I can eat it. I have to eat it, but I can't taste it. And that makes me sad. I'm sadder that I can't taste like a nice peach. More than I'm sad that I can't taste a cookie right now. So I'm in a little bit of a no smell, no taste pity party today. I mean, yeah, it does suck for me because I'm like really connected with my with nature and things like everybody has thing. Very connected. And without smell or taste, I feel lost and anxious because I don't know what's going on around in my environment in that way. It's one of the senses is gone. And I'm a little, yeah. Plus, it's also, I guess that's the off and the COVID fog or something because I can't keep track of a lot of shit right now. I figured it was just the ADHD going haywire, but anyway, and I know my voice usually has a harsher sound and has one of those voices, but this is like ridiculously gruff. So hopefully my meds will be coming soon. I was surprised she was prescribing me something because you're on Medicaid, you don't get the good drugs. Okay, you just don't, and you don't get the good specialists either. But she said something about 3 the first day, 3 the second day, taking the same. Yeah, so I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. I was hearing when everybody was getting COVID. I was hearing about, I forget what it was. But I was a little surprised that she is actually prescribing something for me. I told her I had been taking some prednisone I had left over because they said you can keep it because of the sinus issues. And she says, just so you know, yeah, it helped bring down all that inflammation. And she said, just so you know, so I want to pass it on. Steroids do hinder the immune system, but thinking it over on how steroids work and why they work and what they're supposed to do, that would make sense. Now that you mention it, okay. So she's like, trying to stay off that. I was like, well, they're not swelled up now. The reason I did decide on that was I was reading why does your sense of taste and smell, because when I realized that my smell and taste was absolutely like not even 0.5%, it was zip, it immediately was like, oh, this is not like the normal sinus infections. This so I took one of the little tests I've got, and 15 minutes later that T line showed up, and I've never taken a test with that T line show up. So I was kind of disappointed. My COVID free streak is gone. I held on for so long not getting it, but I went on a riverboat trip Friday, or last Thursday, so I think that's what did it, because I'm usually home with the cats. So I said, oh, the prescription. She goes, well, I said, oh wait, yeah, I get it, because of the immune compromised and because I have issues and scar tissue and all that stuff from sinus surgeries and infections. And basically she said, yeah, that's why they're definitely I fit for getting meds for it. So it sucks that I compromise enough that I qualify for that, which kind of bites. But the fact that I qualified, so maybe I'll won't get as bad and will get better quicker. So, 6 of one, half a dozen of another. There's always a pro and a con, isn't there? So, at least I'm getting it. Sucks I have to, but not everybody gets those. A lot of people that are showing about my symptoms now, they'd be saying, "Oh, take ibuprofen or acetaminophen, and, oh, take an allergy pill," or uh, especially people on Medicaid. Trust me, and those of you on Medicaid, you know what I'm talking about. Even when you have justified reason for something, they're like, "Nope, no, I'm sorry, there's nothing that can be done." They do it with everything, and I'm so. In fact, they've done it with my sizes. "Oh no, we don't have to go do it. Yeah, the last specialist told me it was a migraine. Yeah, told me it was a sinus migraine. It wasn't issues. It was a sinus. It was migraines. I used to get debilitating migraines. I know what an effing migraine is, and I don't get migraines since. Did you know that since if you get bad migraines, they're more prevalent in women, but pregnancy hormones tend to disrupt that for some reason, and it stays the benefits. The first pregnancy, they actually lessened a little bit, but maybe a quarter of it. Yeah. And then unexpectedly, 10 years later, I wound up pregnant with twins, and I haven't had, maybe I can count how many migraines in the last 2 decades that I've had on one hand. So I couldn't count that many in 1 year before, so that's interesting. But anyway, that's where I am today. I am sick with COVID. I'm probably not even communicable anymore by this time. It's been 7 days. They say 5 to 10. I know they used to say 10, but now it's like 5. But at either point, I didn't have any place to go. Can't smell anything. I can't even smell the air. That's what I'm really missing, not being able to smell the breeze. And people were like, "Judy, who smells air?" Well, we all smell air, but I'm sitting here with the 2 windows open, and there's a breeze, and I can't smell it. And if that's the worst problem I have, "Judy, at least you don't have somebody knocking down your door to kill you." Well, yeah, true. I don't. Okay. But it's disconcerting. It's sad because I can't get any pleasure from the pretty weather. It sucks because we had weeks of like humid and overcast, icky, foggy weather, and I could smell every bit of that. Now I want to smell some nice autumn breezes, late summer breezes, and I can't. Yes, it's a pity party. And "Judy, pick your little rear end up and dust it off and stop your whining." I know. I'm just disappointed. I was really hoping to fly by COVID. Guess not. Is there anybody who's never had it? Because I get it. I'm like, "Oh, it's my first time I'm having COVID." Everybody's like, "Shut up, I'm on my third, or I'm on my fourth time." Okay, granted, granted, granted. I'm not complaining, I'm just whining. It sucks. It really does. So, anyway, have a good weekend and stay away from COVID. I really tried. I did. But, yeah. So be it. Peace out.